Do you see what I've been talking about now for quite some time? They don't care. They don't care if this man has did something that he's not sorry for. Because see, this is what it all boils down to. Yes, he paid his debt to society, but he didn't learn from his mistakes. He went from one hustle to the next. This next hustle involves you. So instead of going to jail by ripping people off, he has decided that you will give him this money based upon him being a celebrity. What has he given you in return for the money that some of you have given him? Because ironically, the loudest ones, the ones that's running to the comment section, complaining, the ones that's doing the flagging of the video and doing all the reporting, they have never given Willie D one thin dime. And it doesn't make any sense. Why are you fighting so hard when you have never given this man one dime? Because you don't have anything to give him. And most of these people, they're playing a game anyway, and it's called the YouTube game. I want to be on Willie D's side. No, I want to be on Tariq Nasheed's side. No, I want to be on Tommy Sotomayor's side. And they defend the person that they decide to join up with. So when you see things like join the movement, it's really join the game. Come over here, defend me, help me make the most money. I guess the end of the game comes when the person that they support has the most money. And this thing was created within their own imaginations out of sheer boredom. Why would they be bored? Because they have no jobs. They have no life. YouTube is it for them. YouTube was the greatest thing that ever happened to them. Most of these people would have already committed suicide years ago if YouTube hadn't came into existence. It gave them a purpose. It gave them something to do. We see how these people react to certain things happening regarding YouTube and the people that they support. It's ridiculous. And we continue allowing it to happen. How we stop these people from wanting to play the game in the first place is we have to ignore them. That's how we fight it. We have to ignore them. They want to interact. Believe it or not, they want you to interact with them. They want you to talk with them. They want you to recognize them. Because they have no life. They have no purpose. Every day, the hunt for cigarettes and alcohol and these other substances and drugs, this is it for them. And then they start it all over again the next day. YouTube plays a big part in their lifestyle. And I've been exposing it, and you can tell the ones that this applies to because they really fill up the comment section. They try their best. I mean, they're even trying to write comments within a comment to try and make sure that I don't erase it because I won't see it. I see every comment that is written, believe me, and I take the time to read every single comment. One of your derogatory comments happens to land on either one of my videos, they're coming down instantly. Some of your comments don't survive past 5 seconds. You don't know that because you're thinking that your comment is still up when it has already been taken down 5 seconds after you just posted that comment. I told you, your opinion is not valued over here. See, this is mine over here. If you want to control something, I suggest that you create your own channel. And some more advice, I suggest that you leave YouTube alone, period, and start working on your life and start having ownership of something like a house and a car. I mean, it's bad to go through your whole entire life and not own anything. Not own a car, not own a house. You don't pay taxes. You don't have a job. And you want to take it out on everybody around you, but you need to take it out on just one person, you. I know you don't want me talking about this. It makes you angry. It makes you upset because it applies to you. And you make that known every time you run to the comment section. And it's like you're waving your hands. He's talking about me. He's talking about me. Please, somebody pay attention to me. He's talking about me. High is hell on marijuana and other drugs. Lord knows, whatever that you decide to take. You don't care. You don't care how these drugs are affecting your body. You don't care that you are addicted to these things and you got to have these things every day. You don't care who you rob, who you kill, who you steal from. And you have a nerve to have an opinion. Nobody values your opinion about anything. And I really get a kick out of these people trying to give advice to me about things like cursing and everything else that they listen to on other channels that they defend, but they want to come over here on my channel and try to tell me that it's wrong or it's right. Until you tell the person that you support that it's wrong or either it's right, until you ask them questions at all, I won't recognize you. I won't answer you back. I won't interact with you, period. You understand? And the only reason why I'm doing so now is to let you know that I won't be doing so in the future. Because it makes no sense. See, you don't talk to the person that you support. You don't say all this to the person that you support. But you come over here and you got a mouthful to say. Listen, I'm not going to honor anything that you're saying. Because it doesn't make any sense. You don't make sense. Until you have ownership of something, until you really have a life worth living, until you are a taxpayer, until you own a house, until you own a car, don't come over here. We ain't got time for you. Because you don't want nothing out of life. You will hinder everybody else's progress. And really, I think this is your goal in the first place. It's your goal in the first place. This is why you can tolerate people like Willie D. Because you're just like him. You're looking for the next hustle that you can interact in that will earn you some money. He went from one hustle to the next. This hustle happened to be on the cusp of legitimate and not legitimate. Morally, it's not legitimate. And he knows it. And deep down, some of you know it too. Even though you are illiterate, you can barely read and write, you still know right from wrong. You still know wrong when you see it. When you're looking at it in its face. I'm telling you, if you don't start to perceive people differently than how you have been doing so, I'm telling you right now, you are headed for destruction. Each and every one of you. You can write your comments all you want to. You're headed for total destruction. Your life is already destroyed. This is why you're here in the first place, because you have to let it out somehow. You are very emotional because you haven't figured out how can you rebuild your life. But I'm here to tell you, your life was never at a point where you wanted it to be. You went from your mother's care in the arms of some chick in the ghetto, some whore in the ghetto, or still with your mother or your grandmother. You've been dependent on people all of your life, and you will be dependent on someone all of the rest of your life. And you want to come over here because it's very painful to even think about it. You have to wake up every morning and stare at that mirror that you don't own and not like who stares back at you in that mirror. You don't like your life. You're one step away from suicide. The only thing that's been saving you thus far is to go to anybody's comment section and just let it out. I'm not going to allow you to let it out over here anymore. Your comments will start to come down. You will be blocked. If you get another fake account, I'll block that too. And I got news for you. YouTube, and I've probably talked about this once or twice, YouTube is coming out with something new. When you block someone, they're blocked permanently. If they try to start another fake account, something like that, with that same device, they're going to find that they are still blocked. Pretty soon, they'll figure out exactly what's going on. They're blocking your IP address. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, so you have a heads up on it, because it's not going to matter. You don't have any money. You got one device that you stole recently. And I guarantee you, you won't be able to obtain another one unless you steal another one. And I'm going to tell you something. For all of you that's stealing and breaking in houses and robbing people, you're one robbery away from death. I'm telling you that right now. You don't have to believe it. And frankly, I hope that you don't believe it. And I hope that you go out there and you do that one more robbery, that one more hold up, that one more breaking in somebody's house. And it's going to be your demise. And you will deserve it. You know why? Because you already know right from wrong. You know right from wrong. Just as Willie D knows right from wrong. But he didn't learn his lesson. He didn't take that lesson and say, you know what? I'm going to fly straight from now on. He didn't fly straight. He just thought of another way to get money, but this time not have to spend time in prison for it. He's no different than he was before he committed that crime. And this is what I'm trying to get you to see. You're running to the comment section talking about, I don't care what he did. I love him. These are grown men that's saying that they love that man. These are grown men. Are you hearing what I'm saying? These are grown men that's saying that they love that man. If that's not suspect, I don't know what is. Stop complaining about what I'm doing on my channel. Start your own channel, and you can do anything that you want to do. You can block people. You can talk about this. You can talk about that. And nobody can tell you what you can and cannot do. Just as you will not tell me what I can and cannot do. You can keep trying, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now, recently, someone complained about me cursing. Or cursing, as it were, proper English. Now, nobody's perfect. And I never claimed that I was perfect. But I searched within myself, and I found that that person was right. And it's also the way that you present something. If he would have been aggressive with this little advice, then I would have ignored it. But I took heed to it simply because, number one, I know that it is wrong. Because people look up to us. Whether we know it or not, whether we want them to or not. Younger people. So we have to set the example always. Always, every day, 24/7. We have to be very mindful of what we do and what we say and how we say it and how we do things. And cursing, this brother was right. You know, we can use other words than to use every other word, curse words. So I accept that. And I want people to understand that I'm a human being just like everybody else. I never claimed to be better. When I started this for one reason, to give people the truth. Because I was tired of the truth not being given to the people. So many people accepting people like Willie D, knowing that this man is still just as much of a con as he was when he committed that crime. He has not changed. This is what I'm trying to get through your blocked heads. He has never changed.